You're listening to Overflow Funnels, the podcast for creative entrepreneurs who want sustainable, freedom first marketing strategies that actually convert. I'm Stina, Pinterest and funnel strategist for business owners who are done with burnout and ready for overflow. Every week, I'll break down the strategy behind showing up less, selling more, and building a business that supports your life, not the other way around. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Overflow Funnels, the podcast for creatives who are done playing small and ready to build a system that brings in traffic, trust, and consistent sales. In today's episode, I'm going to be a little spicier than usual. I'm going to give a little more, and I'm going to be real honest because I'm going to talk about something that's been building up for a while. I've been working on it. I've been thinking about it, and it kind of just became really clear on a group call, on a mastermind call with my coach and her amazing clients. And I just wanted to share it with you guys and my take on it and how I am repositioning my offers and my services to align more with my beliefs. So I'm a Pinterest girl. I've been that for so many years. Privately, I've always been scrolling Pinterest, looking for inspiration, putting together my dream house, my car, all of the stuff, wedding dresses, and just being a Pinterest girly. And then I got into business a few years ago doing Pinterest management. I work with bloggers, like food bloggers. I work with mommy bloggers. I work with service providers, creators, like the list is long. I've done for you. I've also had courses and like a lot of stuff going on. And then I added on blogging because I couldn't just do Pinterest. Because just sending people to the website and then kind of having them just hanging there was not feeling right. So I added blogging so the audience had somewhere to go and you could show off your expertise as a client of mine. And then lately I've been feeling that pull again, that is not enough because there's still people falling off somewhere. So I don't want to sell deliverables that are leading to nowhere. So I'm taking it even further than blogging. So in this episode, I'm going to draw the line and I'm going to tell you why I refuse to sell my services in pieces anymore and why it's transforming everything for both me and my clients. Because honestly, you don't need more content. You need a funnel, a customer journey that makes your content work. So we're just going to dive into it. So like I said, for a long time, I've offered Pinterest management, blog writing, some light email support here and there, nothing big, but they've been separate services, neatly packaged. And you can opt in and opt out and do whatever. And it's been working for a while. I've had happy clients. I was getting paid. But it's, like I said, something's always felt off because no matter how great all the individual pieces was, the bigger picture was missing. So my clients would hire me for Pinterest, but their content was misaligned, their offers were unclear, and they basically had no funnel. So I'd be driving thousands of clicks to a website that had no system to convert those people into actual buyers. So I'm doing my job really well, but there's no return of investment. And not because of a lack of traffic, but because of a broken system. So guess what? When the client doesn't see result, They don't blame the funnel they never built. They blame the Pinterest girly or the blog girl, even though I knew what was missing. And that kind of setup creates burnout. It creates resentment. It puts service providers in a position where we're expected to deliver miracles with half the tools and zero authority. And I realized I'm not here to plug holes in someone else's systems. I'm here to build overflow. So at some point, I had to ask myself, why am I doing all of this strategic work behind the scenes, mapping the funnel, shaping the messaging, aligning content with launch cycles, only to stop short? Why am I being paid for executing while giving away the strategy? The industry wants us to niche down to one little piece. Just do Pinterest, just write blog, just do email. But here's the thing. I don't want to stay in one lane anymore because I'm not just a tactician. I'm a strategist. I don't want to do one thing well. I want to make the whole system work better. So my lane is the entire highway. Clients don't need 5 different freelancers managing 5 different channels without talking to each other. They need someone who can connect the dots, someone who sees the whole picture, someone who can build the kind of funnel that actually sells. And that's what I do. And that is what Overflow Funnel is about. It's about pushing the content out. It's about creating a content ecosystem that works. Pinterest, blogging, email, plus the strategy that ties it together and makes it convert. Because strategy without execution is just wasted potential. And execution without strategy, that's just task work. And I don't do task work. I build systems that sell. So I had to stop selling what people thought they needed and start selling what actually gets them results. And here's something that might ruffle a few feathers, a little spicy, but I'm saying it anyways. Because I see there's a lot of Pinterest and blog managers out there who truly don't care what happens after the discovery stage. They're not thinking about what happens after someone clicks. They're not tracking what converts. They're not asking how to make visibility worth something. And to be honest, to be frank, many of them don't want to know. They stay in their zone, their niche, deliver the deliverable and move on. And that's fine if that's your model. But I don't want to be one of them. I refuse to be one of them. Because I want to see my clients win. I want them to crush it. I want to open my inbox to messages saying, that blog post just made me $4,000. I want to hear, this funnel helped me. I want to hear, this funnel you helped me map, it's filling my client calendar. That's fun to me. That's why I'm in business. I'm not here to push pins or stuff, keywords, or slap together newsletters just to say we sent something. I'm here to help my clients make money consistently, sustainably, and strategically. And to do that, I can't sell Pinterest only. I can't sell blogs in a vacuum. I can't throw a nurture email into an abandoned funnel and call it done. If I'm in, I'm in. And I bring the whole strategy. So once I made this shift, everything changed, both for my business and my clients. Now my clients see real ROI, not just numbers on Pinterest or clicks on a blog, but actual qualified leads, actual sales, and actual results. They stay longer, they trust more, and they finally feel like they have someone who sees the whole picture, not just a piece of it. So when I run Pinterest for clients now, it connects to the funnel always. When I write blogs, they're aligned with the email content and the sales strategy always. When I create an email sequence, I know exactly where the reader is in the journey always. And suddenly it all starts working together. It flows, it scales, and it sells. Because now I'm not just a service provider, I'm a strategic partner. I'm no longer showing up to check off tasks. I'm showing up to build something that works. And that's the shift. That's overflow. So when you stop selling isolated services and start designing strategic systems, your clients don't just get through the month, they grow. So to summarize, here's where I landed. I'm not the Pinterest girl anymore. I'm not the blog girl. I'm not the one who just writes the content and hope it performs. I'm the strategist who looks at the whole funnel, ties every piece together, and builds something that can run without a constant hustle. Because Pinterest is visibility, blogging is trust, email is conversion, but the magic happens when they're all working together, stacked with intention and aligned with the transformation you actually sell. And that's what Overflow Funnel is. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter with the right pieces in the right order, designed to support your goals. This is the work I love. This is the work that gets results. And this is the only way I'm doing business from here on out. So if you're tired of selling services that lead nowhere, if you've been hired to do great work in a broken system, if you're ready to own your brilliance and build a client journey that converts, book a 90-minute overflow strategy session. We'll map out your funnel, stack your offers, and turn your expertise into a system that sells without you constantly showing up or reinventing the wheel. The links are in the show notes. Let's stop selling in pieces. Let's build the whole damn thing. Okay, catch you next time.